Hi, kindergartners. Today I'm going to read you a story called I'm Not Scared, I'm Prepared. And this story is about a sheep, a shepherd, and a wolf. I'm an ant. I go to school that's up on the hill. That's why they call it the Ant Hill School. My teacher is the very best. She cares about every single ant in my class. She always says the very best gifts that I can give to each and every one of you are the gifts of being prepared for everything. But sometimes I think she gives out way too many gifts. And it says knowledge, friends, teamwork, learning, courage, patience. Look at all those gifts. My teacher never wants anything bad to happen to us, so she's always trying to figure out the best ways to keep us safe. Look both ways twice before you cross and always watch where you're going. Make sure your hands are germ-free before you eat lunch. Please walk in the hallway, don't run, and watch where you're going. Try to remember not to lean back in your chair. So I know at school we say all those things, and I bet your mom and dad and your loved ones at home also remind you of those things. We even have safety drills that we practice. There's the fire drill, so we'll be prepared and know what to do if we ever have a fire. There's a bad weather drill, so we'll be prepared and know what to do if we ever have bad weather. And today, my teacher taught us a new drill. It's called the sheep, the shepherd, and the wolf drill. This is the drill that teaches us what to do if there's ever a dangerous someone inside our school that isn't supposed to be there. So you can see on the chalkboard, she drew a picture of the sheep, which is the kids, the shepherd, which is the teacher, and the wolf, which is a dangerous someone. Great plan of action equals Alice. Class, my teacher said to us, we need to learn a new drill. It's called the sheep, the shepherd, and the wolf. So get ready. Here's the deal. I'll be your shepherd. You are all my sheep. So you must do what I say. Pretend there's a wolf in our building. So we must stay out of his way. We'll need a great plan of action in case we start to get scared. The Alice plan will work the best to help us be prepared. So we're going to pretend what we would do if there was a bad someone in our school building. A stands for alert. Someone will tell us there's a wolf in the building. L says we need to lock down. I says inform, because we must tell others if we've seen the wolf around. C stands for counter. If the wolf sees us, we must do things to ruin his day. E stands for evacuate, which means leave the building and run away. But where do we run? I asked. And where do we stop? Excellent question, my teacher said. Let's all take a walk and I'll show you. So they're going to go on a little walk. It says, see this great big tree that's 2 blocks away from school? You need to run until you get to this tree, and then you need to stop. That will be our special meeting place. We all walked back to our classroom and sat in our seats, and then my teacher said, sheep, shepherd, wolf is an important drill, but there's no reason for you to feel scared. You have me for a teacher, and I'll make sure that you are prepared. So the kids, when they have the sheep, shepherd, and wolf drill, the kids would all run and meet at this tree. And at school, we have special meeting places as well. Here's how it looks. When I give you the signal for sheep, shepherd, wolf, stop, look, and listen to me. Look. When I give you directions, don't ask me why. Just get to where you're supposed to be. I am your shepherd, and you are my sheep, and you need to do what I say. There's a wolf in the building, a dangerous someone, and we need to stay out of his way. But if we need to go into lockdown, we get quiet and we stay out of sight. So that means that we're not going to be by the windows or the doors. But we don't try to hide in the closet or squish together too close and tight. We need to be ready to move and spread out. So don't all stand in a clump. Have enough space to move your arms in a circle and get your legs ready to jump. So if we can't leave the building, if it's not safe, we might have to go into lockdown. And that means that we're not going to hide. We're just going to stay in the classroom and kind of go away from the doors and the windows. But we're going to have our arms out and our legs, we would be standing up so we're ready to jump if we have to jump. We must do what we can do to inform the others by telling them all that we know. Then look around and find something to hold on to, something that's easy to throw. A shoe from a cubby, a block of wood, or maybe a TV remote, a paperback book, a video game, or even a plastic goat. Okay, so they are all finding something that they're going to throw. If the wolf gets into our classroom, we'll know just what to do. Make noise, run around, and throw our somethings at the wolf, and then we'll run right through the door and down the hallway. But don't run in a straight line. Run in a funny zigzaggy way and make strange noises the whole time. So if we're in lockdown and the wolf gets in our classroom, we're going to have our item that we're going to throw at them, and we'll throw it, and then it will distract the wolf and we'll be able to get out. And when we run out, we run in a zigzaggy way. So instead of going in a straight line, you're going to go, woo. Okay. You want us to run in the hallway, I asked? It's always okay to run in halls when you're protecting the sheep, when you're practicing the sheep shepherd wolf drill. But make sure you are careful when you run zigzaggy and don't run into each other. Instead, keep an eye out for those around you and try to help one another. Wave your hands in the air and act kind of strange. Then outside the door we will go. Then run and run as fast as you can till we get to that tree that we know. So when we run out, we don't stop for anything. We run in our zigzaggy way and we go to our meeting spot. Okay? And we get there as fast as we can, okay? Don't wait for me to run the tree. Just do what you already know. Run and run as fast as you can. Get ready, get set, go. You might run faster than I do. I bet a lot of you are able to run faster than me. And you might beat me to the tree. But that's okay because you did what I said and I know that you listened to me. So it's okay if your teacher doesn't leave. It's okay if the teacher's not leading the group. You just run to the safe spot and then your teacher will meet you there. And there'll be other adults and other people there too. There may be other times during lockdown where we don't stay in our classroom and wait. I may help you climb out the first floor window, then run to the tree that's so great. You just never know when we play sheep, shepherd, wolf, what your instructions are going to be. You must remember to stop, look, and listen, because we'll need to move quickly. So if it's not safe to go out the door, your teacher might have to open the window and might have to help you get out the window, and then she'll tell you to run to the safe spot. Okay? Now let's practice. I asked our custodian, Mr. Olson, to be the wolf. I even have a wolf outfit for Mr. Olson to wear. There he is. He's inside the wolf outfit. Our teacher gave us a signal for the sheep, the shepherd, and the wolf drill. And we stopped, looked, and listened. Good. And then did exactly what she told us to do. First, she helped all of us climb out the window. Then we ran as fast as we could until we got to the great big tree that's 2 blocks away. Then we stopped. I ran so fast that I beat my teacher to the tree. That ant did a good job. So here they are, running. Then we all walked back to school, went back to our classrooms, and practiced some more. So there are the little ants, and they made it to their meeting place. She gave us a sheep, shepherd, wolf signal again, and we stopped, looked, and listened, and then did exactly what she told us to do. Our teacher locked the door. Then we all helped her push the tables in front of the door. She tied one of the table legs to the doorknob with a jump rope, while we all quietly grabbed our somethings, spread out, and stayed out of sight. So now they're practicing lockdown. So the teacher put all of these things in front of the door so the wolf couldn't get inside. And all of the ants found something to throw just in case the wolf was able to get inside. My something was a plastic camel. I couldn't find the goat. Oh, so he even got a toy. Our teacher locked the door and put a belt around the arm thingy at the top. So your teacher might do that too. They're going to try to make the door not be easily open. Mr. Olson somehow figured out how to get in our classroom. But when we opened the door, we were ready for him. We all jumped up quickly. But instead of throwing our somethings at Mr. Olson, we threw wadded up paper balls at him. Oh, so they didn't want to throw items at him to possibly hurt him. They didn't hurt us as much when they hit you. And like my teacher always says, safety drills are supposed to help us, not hurt us. We made it through the doorway and ran zigzagging out the door. So what they did was they threw their somethings, but their somethings this time were paper balls. And then they were able to get out the door. We waved our arms in the air and made really strange noises. So when you're running, you might be like, woo! Make really loud noises. We don't ever run to school in school except for this time during the sheep, shepherd, and wolf drill. We were super careful to not run into each other. So remember, you got to look out for other people too. Then we ran outside and kept running as fast as we could until we got to the great big huge tree. And then we stopped. This time, almost everyone beat my teacher. Oh, they did a good job. When she made it to the tree, she gave us all a big hug and told us that we were the best listeners ever. Oh, so their teacher is proud of them. We must remember to stop, look, and listen whenever we have a drill. Sheep always do what the shepherd says, regardless of how they feel. So you might feel a little scared, and that's okay. You might feel sad. You might even want your loved one. But we have to be really good listeners, and if our teacher tells us to do something during the drill, we have to listen and do it. My teachers gave us a great gift today, and she taught us not to be scared. There are wolves in our world, but we know what to do, and now we are prepared. So there's a present, and it says the gift of being prepared. When I got home from school, my mom asked me what I did today, so I told her the truth. So he told the mom about the wolf and about running down the hall and running to the tree. It says, I learned all about Alice. I climbed out of a window and ran to the great big tree twice. I threw paper wad balls at Mr. Olson, and I wasn't supposed to be nice. I ran zigzaggy down the hallway, and I made strange noises with my hands in the air. I did all these things at school today, Mom, and my principal didn't even care. And look, there's a speech bubble, and the mom goes, you did what? So then I told my mom what really happened. A stands for alert. L says we need to lock down. I says informed, because we must tell others if we've seen the wolf around. C stands for counter. If the wolf sees us, we must do things to ruin his day. And E stands for evacuate, which means leave the building and run away. The end. So I hope you boys and girls enjoyed my story today. And if you guys have any questions, make sure you talk to a loved one about our story. And you can also talk to your teacher the next time you see them. Thanks for listening. See you later. Bye.